Minnesota. We all know that Faribault is a town known for its big heart. But I don't know that we know about Faribault's ability to have big hats as well. This weekend, big hats, big hearts, the Derby Party, the auction for the arts, the Paradise Center for the Arts is being held. Julie Faulkner, the operations manager from Paradise, did I get that right?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
You like that? Huh? I remembered every time she's on, I have to ask her title. But this time I remember.
You got it.
Yay! Kristen could not join us, Kristen Twitchell. So who else do we have in here today?
We have Katie Shulman, who is our marketing coordinator and extraordinaire. And we have Dr. Michael Hildebrandt with us. He is going to donate a concert for the live auction, and you can have him and Dallas Musselman and Doug Matto perform live in your house.
That's some talented people.
Yes.
That would be in your home. I was just saying off the air that maybe I should bid on that baby. My 60th birthday's coming up in December.
That would be a great birthday present.
I could invite my two friends over and we could have a concert, a private concert.
I'm sure there'd be more than two.
No, I'd have to have it somewhere else though. I have a little house.
Well, maybe we could figure something out for you.
You know, maybe we could rent out the Paradise.
That would be a great idea.
That's not a bad idea for a 60th birthday party. What do you think, Doc?
It's building as we speak, yeah.
No, I'll have to look into that. See what that would cost. We'd invite the whole, all the listeners too.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a great time.
That would be a good time. So in any event, the event is coming up. Do you know how long they've been doing this?
This the 10th year?
10th year, 9th year, something like that. I believe Ryan Heinrichs started it.
Okay. Well, it's turned into a really nice fundraiser for
Oh,
you.
it's a lot of fun. It's a great time. We get dressed up. You don't have to, but we watch the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. We have a live auction, silent auction, derby-styled hors d'oeuvres and beverages. Yep. And this year we're adding some new games.
And I know Rod Johnson will be the auctioneer.
He's amazing, yes.
For your live auction.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, his Fund the Needs segment is popular everywhere he goes.
Yes, it is.
Been to many of his auctions over the years. He does a terrific job.
Yes.
Rod will be joining us too a little bit later. Of course, he was just on with the Cannonballs News. So he's probably standing by patiently waiting. He's going to join us in the next segment for a few minutes, and then he's got to get back to work as the executive director of the Cannon Falls Senior Center. My gosh, that guy is so busy.
He is a busy man.
Yeah.
We're lucky to get him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does an outstanding job. So have you been to the Big Arts event yourself?
Yes, last year, 2017, was my first year.
I'm sorry, what?
2017, last year, was my first year.
Well, what did you think of your first year? And I'll be totally honest, Julie's not there, Mike's not there, I'm not here.
I loved it. I loved getting dressed up and going to fun events, and it was so cool just seeing how the community comes together to support the arts in a very unique way.
Are you typically a horse racing fan?
I am not. That was my first time ever seeing the Derby, actually.
What'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. Those horses can really run.
What do you think of other sports, though?
What do I think of other sports?
No, I mean, when you think of it compared to other sports, it's just a couple minutes.
It is just a couple minutes, but I feel like it's a little bit more intense than a football game.
Yeah. Well, and then they interview all these people beforehand. The pre-race events are so long. That's why I like the idea. You guys just put on the race, right?
Yep.
And a few minutes before that.
Yeah. See, a couple minutes before the race, then you go and you see the race on the big screen there at the Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. We're going to talk more about this event, of course. Have Rod join us in our next segment when our AM Minnesota show Minnesota continues. We'll be joined here momentarily by Rod Johnson, who is, of course, auctioneer extraordinaire who's involved with the Paradise Center for the Arts, Big Hats, Big Hearts, Derby Party, and Auction for the Arts, which we think has been around for about a decade.
I think so.
How many years have you been going, Julie?
I think I've been to all of them.
You haven't missed one?
I don't think so.
And don't you put artwork on here too?
Yes, I donate a portrait of your pet.
Yeah.
So you can, it's on the silent auction, you could put a bid on it and I'll paint your animal. And that can be a cat, a dog, a farm animal.
The parakeet?
Yep. Turtle. fish.
What's the weirdest thing? Have you done a snake?
I have not done a snake. That would be fun.
Would it be fun?
I think so. The pattern, on the scales would be.
So do you do these when they're live, or do they take a picture and give it to you?
I usually work from photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of hard to have the animal cooperate.
Yes. Or if the animal's still alive, I can go and take photos of the animal. And I like to meet the animal, and I kind of get their personality.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes some sense.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
And then you can maybe try and incorporate that ideally into the photo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the painting, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Cool. Fantastic. You ever do any of your pets?
I don't have any pets.
You don't have any? Oh, she said that very sadly.
It's so sad.
You want pets?
So bad.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What-
I'm too busy for a pet though.
Oh, okay. Dr. Hildebrand, you have any pets?
We have a dog. Yep.
What kind of dog is it?
Well, it's mostly a lab. There might be a little German short hair in there.
Okay.
It's one of those Humane Society rescues that just was too cute to pass up.
All right. Well, I'm hoping that Rod is in Cannon Falls. You there, Rod? Yeah. Thanks for joining us. I certainly appreciate it. I only have a few minutes, so I'll let you explain how this Fund to Need works, because it's popular wherever you go.
Oh yeah, we're really looking forward to heading out over there Saturday. I was a part of it last year. Big hats and big hearts. It's a lot of fun. We have fun. There's I tell you what, there's appetizers, live music, drinks, games. Got the silent auction that you mentioned and the live auction, and we've got some really great items in the live auction. And when I do these auctions, I love to have unique items. And boy, I tell you what, they've got some unique items in the live auction this year. Just as an example, I mean, we've got 4 front row Twins tickets, front row. We have got a private dinner with Senator John Jasinski. We've got the, if you remember Kat, I like The Voice. Well, she was a semifinalist. Kat Perkins was a semifinalist on The Voice. And she's going to be at the Paradise Center for the Arts on Sunday, December 30th for a New Year's celebration. So what we're going to sell Saturday is you get 8 first choice tickets to the show, and then afterwards you get private drinks and dessert, an after party with Kat Perkins. That's pretty. You can't buy that anywhere, but you can get it Sunday. And we got a mystery with the mayor, and Dr. Michael Hildebrand is there, and that's Gordy. That would be a great idea for your 60th birthday.
Yeah, I think that'd be a cool 60th birthday.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, a 1-hour house concert with Dr. Mike Hildebrand, Dallas Musselman, and Doug Matto. That's just a few of the live auction items, and there's a lot more too. We got a traditional Maine lobster picnic. We got round-trip airline tickets. So we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a great, exciting auction. And you mentioned the Fund to Need, and that's where we just ask people to help out the cause. To support the Paradise Center for the Arts, and the money raised it's going to be used for technology updates. It's going to be just to help out the Paradise Center for the Arts, which is, Faribault's very fortunate to have the Paradise Center for the Arts, and it's a way of us to let you help and support the cause. So I'm looking forward to Saturday. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm sure. This might be one of your favorite auctions to do, huh?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Like you said, with the Kentucky Derby and everything, the greatest 2 minutes in sports, and it's just a nice, you get there in the afternoon, and you have some fun. We watch the Derby. We have some more fun, and, you're out of there by probably 7 o'clock, and it just makes for a really fun event. And tickets are so reasonable. You can get pre-sale tickets for just $20. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it certainly is. I know you get to some other events that are a whole lot spendier than that.
Oh, a whole lot more. That's for sure. But this is a great event. If you want to have fun and see the Derby and support the Paradise Center for the Arts, I hope you can make it on Saturday.
All right, and the Fund to Need this year is going toward technology updates at the Paradise, right?
Yes. That's kind of my understanding. Is what we're going to do is raise money and get the technology updated. There's some things would be great to have, like a closed caption TV in the boardroom, so if someone needs to step out, they can still see the show. A TV in the makeup area, the green room, so cast members and musicians, then they can kind of see where we are in the show, and theater lapel microphones, so the sound is more accessible. So yeah, looking at technology updates, which is very, very important.
How many years you been doing this?
Auctioneering?
No, the big hats, big hearts.
This is just my second year. Last year was my first.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. You guys have anything you want to ask Rod before I let him go?
I'm just looking forward to Saturday.
It is a lot of fun, so come on out and join us.
So what do you think of the Paradise? Now, nobody's sitting here listening, Rod, so what do you think of the Paradise?
I love the Paradise. I mean, I'm just so impressed with the talent and the shows that are brought in that you can just, go to Faribault and see just great entertainment and great everything. It's just, I think it's, like I say, just so fortunate to have the Paradise Center for the Arts in Faribault. It's just great.
Yeah, it's a gem, and we don't get to keep it if we don't support it, right?
That's for sure, and that's what we got to remember. Just a wonderful facility, and just it's just overall really, really nice to have in Faribault.
All right, Rod, I know you're a busy guy, so I'm going to let you go, but thanks for joining us. Yeah, I should figure out what I want to put in for a bid for that.
Mm-hmm.
For that, Oh, really? All right, thanks. That is Rod Johnson joining us from Cannon Falls. This idea, the more I think about it, sounded even cooler.
I think you should do it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you only are 60 once, right?
Only
Right.
one time.
One time for 1 year, you're 60.
Mm-hmm.
Why not have a big concert?
I'm thinking this might be kind of cool. So what would you play the birthday song for me, Dr. Hildebrandt, or what?
Yeah, we do the birthday song. We do the chicken song for you if you really want. And,
You do all kinds of songs.
and you can send in requests. We'll try and figure out your favorite songs if you give us some requests. And,
Is there food at this event?
At Big Hats, Big Hearts? Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yep. I
Like
believe
appetizers or what?
Arna Farmer is doing the catering this year, and it's Derby-styled hors d'oeuvres.
Derby-styled hors d'oeuvres.
Yes.
What does that mean? The things
So,
are in horses or what?
Last year, an example of something that she had was a bourbon glazed sandwich.
Ooh, that even sounds good. I love bourbon.
So you're
burgers.
just going to have to come see what she comes up with this year.
Something new, something unique.
Possibly.
Usually, yeah.
So what's your favorite part, Julie? The dressing up or?
I like the live auction. And seeing people get excited about the arts in Faribault is always something I look forward to.
So Dr. Hildebrandt is going to be joined by Dallas Musselman and Doug Maddow for this private 1-hour house concert that's up for bid. How did that come together?
well, Kristen was looking for auction items,
Sure. Unique auction item.
I guess, and she just called and said, would you be interested in putting in something like that, and checked with a few of my friends, and we said, yeah, that sounds like a really fun thing to do, and we would have a good time putting something new together, and it's wide open. You can do this at your home for a birthday party. You could do it at a school for a fundraiser, a church, or whatever, whatever you want to bid on, and you think that might be a good fit. Yeah, we're good to go just about any place, anytime. So looking forward to it.
You've worked with these terrific performers in the past?
Oh, quite a lot, yeah. Dallas and Doug are both in Jive and Ivan and the Kings of Swing.
Okay.
But we all do a lot more music besides swing, so we would do multiple styles of music of whatever you like. And Doug especially is such a great piano player. He can play about anything, and Dallas can sing about anything, and I can fake along in the background for him. So it should be pretty fun.
Can you give me a sample of what you might play at my birthday party if we decide to do this?
I could give you a little sample, yeah.
Devil went down to Georgia.
Ah, that's a possibility.
Yeah. Hoping that there's no devil in my future.
Yeah. Just the beginning of it, anyhow.
Yeah.
But if you like bluegrassy stuff, we can do little fiddle tunes.
should have an applause track.
There we go. There we go.
Do you have a favorite song, seriously, to play?
I play so many different styles of music that I really can't say that I have a favorite song.
I have to say, I usually attend the church service that you performed at our Merciful Savior Cathedral during Heritage Day.
Oh yeah, that was always fun, yeah.
And I have to say that those hymns just are awesome.
Yeah.
When you guys play that.
Yeah, that was with the over and back guys, with the drums and the bass and the great keyboard and everything. And those guys are fun to play with. They're so good, and they can come up with about anything. So, but yeah, we do more gospel sort of hymns for that sort of thing, and it's always worked out really well. So.
Yeah, I've always thought that hymns ought to, be toe tappers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Celebrate and praise the Lord, kind of thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Although I will say there are some, slower hymns that touch the heart too.
The contrast is always nice. After a couple of slow ones, you want to kind of get something a little more lively, and vice versa too. So.
You have a favorite hymn?
I always like Amazing Grace a lot. That's such a great hymn. So.
Yeah, it's pretty classic.
Yeah.
Can you play a little bit?
I'll play a little bit.
Amazing Grace. Mom's funeral was her favorite.
Yeah, you hear that a lot at funerals, but it's just such a nice song. Everybody knows it, and it's a peaceful song.
It certainly is. And you're a very talented guy.
I do the best I can.
Yeah, very talented. Don't you think, ladies?
Oh, yeah.
You play an instrument, Jody?
I do not. I'm a visual artist.
Sure.
Katie, though, is in a band and
You're
plays
in a
bass.
band?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
No kidding.
Nice.
Well, you maybe can join them.
I know. I play some rock and roll, though.
Oh, really?
You know rock and roll?
Some.
So what do you play?
What do I play?
Yeah.
I play the bass.
Oh, okay. I think Julie may have said that.
Mm-hmm.
The bass.
Yes,
How'd
bass
you
guitar.
take that up? I'm curious how people pick their instruments.
Actually, I grew up playing piano and guitar, and my church needed a bass player. So one day they just asked if I would play bass, and I picked it up and I started playing it. Never had any lessons or anything, and I fell in love.
You play the violin?
Violin and fiddle, it's the same instrument, but it's you call it the violin when it's more classical and pretty, and you call it the fiddle when it's more fiddly type stuff.
Oh, there you go.
And we will have some live music on Saturday.
Yep.
Katie's husband will be performing.
No kidding.
Yep, so my husband and another one of our bandmates will be playing some music during the entire event.
What's the name of your band?
So our band is called Triple Stitch, and we are from the Minneapolis area, Lonsdale area.
Triple Stitch.
Yes.
And you're a rock group.
Yes, we are.
You do cover tunes? You do your own tunes?
We do mainly our own. But for Saturday, Joe and our other bandmate, Tony, they'll be doing a whole bunch of covers.
Stuff that people are familiar with, you're saying.
Yeah. Stuff you might hear at a derby.
Yeah. Throw out a couple of titles for me if you would.
They're
Yeah.
they're gonna do some songs by the Beatles. They're gonna do some Johnny Cash songs, some Tom Petty songs. So if you like the classic rock, you'll definitely enjoy the live music on Saturday.
So how did you pick up the fiddle or the violin?
It was actually in our family. My mom played the violin in high school, like high school orchestra, and she never did much beyond that, but she kept the fiddle, which was her father's, that he brought over from Germany.
Wow.
And it was just under a bed, and
is that still in the family?
Yeah, I've got it in my basement.
Okay, cool.
So our school system started music lessons, like orchestra lessons, after 3rd grade, and we happened to have a fiddle, so I played the fiddle. So. I suppose if she'd been a trumpet player, I'd be a trumpet player.
Well, not necessarily. My dad was a trombone player, and I never played the trombone. I played the baritone. I was the first baritone player in Spring Valley High School history.
Really?
Yep. I was the only baritone player, so I got to have first chair.
There you go. You gotta pick these things right. Yeah.
You know, and there was a need for it. I didn't even know what a baritone was until the band director says, you know, Gordy, I think you'd be a good baritone player. What do you think? I said, what's a baritone? Kind of a cross between a trombone and a trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought out the baritone. You didn't have to buy it at school, you know, instrument, so I didn't have to go out and buy an instrument, which I thought my folks would love.
Yeah, that's a plus.
You know, I was a drummer, and I played tuba for a while before I went to the baritone. The tuba was kind of cumbersome to be marching down the street in when we were marching.
It's hard to haul, yeah.
And then the drums, there was like 30 of us drummers, so you got to play one part of a piece in a song. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
And
yeah.
I thought, I can't do this. I mean, I think I had a little AD issues. They didn't call it that back then, but I think that's what I had. I didn't want to sit still during a whole concert and only participate in one segment of a song.
Yeah, I mean, how many times do you have to beat the bass drum, you know, for...
So I went to the director and said, hey, I need another instrument. You know, I love drumming, but I don't get to drum much. What do you think of the tuba? You got really good wind.
Sure. Yeah.
So I did do the tuba for a while, and then eventually the baritone.
Those are fun. Great instruments.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You ever thought about taking up an instrument, Julie?
No, I appreciate music.
No.
I have it on at home, in my car, at work, all the time.
Did you play in high school?
Yeah. Yep. I played all throughout high school. I was in band in middle school, but then I just became a worship leader at church all throughout high school. So that's mainly when I played.
Well, that's really cool that your church had a band.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, not a lot of churches have bands, do they?
I think a lot of them do now these days.
Yeah. The River Church has a band.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Do you still play your baritone?
No. No, my lip is probably long gone. They keep asking me to come to the community band, but I'd have to find a baritone. You know, have to find one. So what else is happening at Big Hearts Big? Oh, geez, look at this. I'm looking at a list of some of the things that are up for auction. A Gunflint Trail cabin getaway.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, would that be awesome.
Yep, the Kriegers donate that every year.
See, I have no idea what I would even bid on this private one-hour concert with Dr. Hildebrand. It's probably worth $1 million, and I don't have $1 million.
It's priceless.
It's priceless, yeah.
Well, the only place you're going to get it is at this auction, is what I'm saying, you know.
That's it, yeah.
Right?
Yep, come and see. You never know what stuff goes for.
You have a favorite thing on here, other than, of course, the paintings that you donate?
Actually, the house concert is sounding pretty good. My mother-in-law's birthday's coming up,
Well,
too.
there you go.
You might have
We're gonna have a bid war.
some competition.
In addition, you have to get your friends to come and bid on your behalf, you know.
Score points with mother-in-law.
Yeah, and she's got a beautiful lot on Roberts Lake.
Sounds
Perfect
idyllic.
spot for it,
Yeah.
too.
So you may have some competition, Gordy.
Well, that's good. We want competition.
I know some people are excited. Ace Hardware donated a Yeti cooler, and we're going to fill that full of beverages.
Yep.
And another exciting thing, we have Joseph Hall. I call him our Elvis. He's the young, cute, hot Elvis. And we have women who go crazy over him. You can have breakfast with him and 7 of your friends when he comes to town in September. So I think that one is going to have a lot of bids, too.
It sounds like it.
Mhm.
Cupcakes and wine with Carol Evans, Janelle Klein
Yep.
at the Hudson Wilson Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
And we have, again, thank you, Marv Kaisersot. He donated one of his original wood carvings. And to my knowledge, the only way to get these is to get them at fundraisers.
I believe it. Marv's
Yeah.
a great
Yeah.
guy.
Yep.
Love Marv.
So if you want an addition to your art collection, come and bid on that.
$20 in advance. That's right. That's how economical this is. $20 in advance. The event begins at 4. You heard Rod say you're out of there by 7.
Yep.
So you can go have dinner somewhere.
And we have the live music, the hors d'oeuvres, the cash bar, the live auction, silent auction, contests. We have giveaways. We have door prizes. And, of course, the greatest 2 minutes of sports.
Yeah, all of that wrapped into one big fundraising event.
And like you said, for only $20.
Yeah, in advance. $25 at the door. Still a good deal.
Yeah.
So again, you can Can you do this online? Can you get tickets online?
Yes, you can get the tickets at paradisecenterforthearts.org, or you can give us a call at 507-332-7372, extension 1, or stop down and see us. We're open till 8 o'clock tonight. We're open late on Thursdays.
321 Central Avenue North. How are
Yes.
tickets going? Do you know?
Pretty good. We've got a lot of people out in the community selling them. Yep.
Well, that's good. Let's pack the house.
Yes.
Have you been full?
Last year we had about 100, I think. And they were very generous group last year.
So what would full be? How many you need for full?
200 would be great.
Yeah.
Or 100 with big hats.
Yes. And also, I don't know if everybody saw the paper the other day. The arts brought $2.1 million to Faribault last year.
Right.
So help us sustain that, and let's make it $3 million.
Exactly.
I like the way you think. Again, the Paradise, 321 Central Avenue in downtown Faribault. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for the music, Doc.
Thank you.
And that concludes today's edition of AM Minnesota on KDHL AM Faribault, Minnesota.